Dear all, in the modern world, where people are always surrounded by blue light, work pressure, and constant worries, sleep is gradually becoming a luxury gift. But instead of turning to sleeping pills or strong intervention therapies, there is a gentler and more natural way, through what we eat every day. Nature, with its sophistication, has given us fruits that are not only delicious but also silently nourish sleep. Below are the fruit friends that help you regain deep, peaceful sleep. Let's start with kiwi. Kiwi, the small fruit with a rough skin and modest shape, is a silent hero in the world of nutrition. Few people expect that behind that simple appearance is hidden a precious source of energy for health, especially sleep. Kiwi contains serotonin, a hormone of happiness that not only helps regulate mood but also plays an important role in bringing people into a state of relaxation and easily falling into deep sleep. Serotonin is not a strange name in neuromedicine. This is a neurotransmitter that helps stabilize emotions, reduce anxiety, improve mood, and especially regulate the body's sleep-wake cycle. When serotonin levels in the brain increase, the body easily produces melatonin, a hormone that signals the brain that it is time to rest. The fact that kiwi naturally provides serotonin makes it a gentle but effective medicine for those who often toss and turn and have trouble sleeping. Not just stopping at the hypothesis, the effect of kiwi on sleep has been scientifically proven. An experimental study showed that people who regularly eat kiwi every night before going to bed have significantly improved sleep quality, deep sleep time increased significantly, while the phenomenon of waking up in the middle of the night was also reduced. This further confirms that kiwi is not just an ordinary fruit, but also a powerful assistant for mental and physical health. From this perspective, kiwi is not just a sweet dessert but also a biological key that opens the door to deep sleep, an invisible but invaluable asset in modern life full of pressure. When people are caught up in work, stress, and technology, a small kiwi every night can be all that is needed to find peace in sleep and in the soul. The second fruit, tart cherry, also known as tart cherry. Tart cherry not only impresses with its characteristic sour taste, but also stands out as one of the rare natural sources of melatonin in the plant world. While most foods only play an indirect role in supporting sleep, tart cherry contains melatonin, a hormone that plays an essential role in regulating biological rhythms and putting the body into a state of deep rest. Melatonin is produced naturally in the pineal gland of the brain, acting as an internal biological clock, controlling the sleep-wake cycle according to light and darkness. When it gets dark, the body increases melatonin production to prepare for sleep. However, in the modern lifestyle full of artificial light, phone screens, and work pressure, the natural production of melatonin is often disrupted. As a result, many people turn to synthetic melatonin as a support measure. But the question is it necessary to depend on synthetic pills when nature has given us a simpler and more effective solution? That's where tart cherry juice comes in. A glass of tart cherry juice in the evening not only provides natural melatonin but also contains many antioxidants such as anthocyanins, which help calm the nervous system, reduce inflammation, and support relaxation. Many scientific studies have proven that drinking tart cherry juice regularly for 2 weeks significantly improves sleep time and quality, especially in people with chronic insomnia or the elderly. It is worth mentioning that, unlike synthetic melatonin pills, which can lead to dependence or change hormones in the body if used incorrectly, tart cherries offer a more harmonious, gentle, and sustainable approach. This is not only a solution to help you sleep well, but also a choice of life philosophy towards nature, balance, and care for the body from the roots. So instead of reaching for synthetic pills and plastic jars, why not raise a glass of tart cherry juice every evening as a peaceful ritual before going to bed? It is not only an act of health, but also a gentle whisper to the body, it's time to rest, naturally and completely. Next is almonds. Almonds, a small nut but carrying within it a miraculous combination of nutrients, are proof of the truth. Sometimes, the most powerful things come from the simplest things. Few people expect that, inside that rustic shell is a convergence of magnesium, tryptophan, and unsaturated fats, 3 key factors that contribute to bringing people into a state of deep relaxation, naturally and effectively. Magnesium is an essential mineral but is often overlooked in modern life. Its role is not only to regulate the heart rate or support muscle activity, but also the key to helping the nervous system relax, reducing stress and anxiety, the most common sleep disruptors in today's society. When the body is provided with enough magnesium, nerve signals are transmitted more harmoniously, muscles contract less, and the feeling of stiffness is also relieved, creating ideal conditions for a deep sleep. Along with magnesium, tryptophan, an essential amino acid, also plays an equally important role. Tryptophan is a precursor of serotonin, and from there is converted into melatonin, a hormone that regulates sleep. The valuable thing is that almonds provide tryptophan in a natural form, allowing the body to process it smoothly and safely, without disrupting the endocrine system like synthetic preparations. The healthy fats in almonds, mostly monounsaturated fatty acids, not only help keep your heart healthy but also stabilize blood sugar, which few people expect to have a direct impact on sleep quality. A balanced blood sugar level in the evening helps prevent waking up in the middle of the night due to a sudden drop in blood sugar, a common occurrence in people who eat irregularly. All of these factors, when gathered in a small handful of almonds in the evening, are not simply nutrition, they are a subtle and thoughtful preparation for a good night's sleep. Instead of looking for drastic intervention solutions, sometimes what we need is just a handful of almonds, a gift from nature, quietly helping us relax, let go, and enter the night with a peaceful mind. Don't forget bananas. Bananas, a rustic fruit, close to every home, seem simple, but contain a golden formula for natural and complete sleep. There's no need to look far for fancy remedies or industrial capsules. Sometimes all the body needs to enter a state of deep rest is contained in a ripe, soft, sweet banana. What makes bananas so special is the harmonious combination of magnesium, potassium, and vitamin B6, three key nutrients that can calm the nervous system, relax muscles, and support the biological sleep cycle. Magnesium, as we know, helps calm nerve signals and release built-up tension in the body, a key factor in putting the mind into a state of deep relaxation. Potassium, on the other hand, acts as an electrolyte regulator, helping to prevent muscle cramps at night, an often overlooked cause of disrupted sleep. Together, these two substances create a gentle yet effective natural sedative duo. Vitamin B6 in bananas plays a quiet but indispensable role. It helps the body convert tryptophan, an essential amino acid, into serotonin, and from there into melatonin, the hormone that regulates the biological rhythm. Thanks to B6, the process of melatonin biosynthesis is more favorable, and the body's sleep-wake cycle becomes more synchronized and stable according to natural rhythms. It doesn't take modern science to know that bananas help you sleep well. A banana in the evening not only helps you feel full but also brings a pleasant, warm feeling like a thoughtful gesture for the body after a long, tiring day. In today's world, when sleep is becoming more and more of a luxury and elusive, returning to simple things like a ripe banana can be the first step to regaining lost peace. It is not only a choice of health, but also a connection with natural wisdom, a reminder that the best things sometimes come from the most familiar and simple things. Thursday, soybeans. This a food that is not only a source of healthy nutrition but also a silent assistant to help the body regain natural sleep. In a world where sleep is becoming increasingly fragile, soybeans and soy milk have emerged as a gentle, subtle, and effective choice. The highlight of soybeans is the abundant amount of tryptophan, an essential amino acid that the body cannot produce on its own. Tryptophan is the first link in the biochemical chain reaction that creates serotonin, a neurotransmitter that brings a feeling of relaxation and peace, and from there melatonin, the gatekeeper of sleep. Thanks to that, when you drink a cup of warm soy milk in the evening, you are not only taking in nutrients, but also preparing a solid biological foundation to enter sleep in the most natural way. Not only that, soybeans also contain isoflavones, a group of plant compounds with a structure similar to the hormone estrogen. Isoflavones are not only good for the heart or skin, but are also especially useful for people going through premenopause, a period often accompanied by hormonal disorders and insomnia. Many studies show that people who regularly consume foods rich in isoflavones tend to sleep more deeply and wake up less often at night. Another big plus is that soy milk is easy to digest, does not cause bloating or heaviness like some animal milks, especially when consumed at night. The flavor is light, with just enough fat. A cup of warm soy milk before bed is not only a culinary habit, but also a ritual to soothe the body, like a gentle caress sent to the nervous system after a long, stressful day. In today's fast-paced life, we sometimes forget that good sleep does not come from force, but from simple, natural, and subtle things. Soybeans, with their inherent humility, are not noisy, not immediate, but persistent enough to lead the body step by step into a state of deep rest. And who knows, just from a small glass of milk, a peaceful sleep will come. And finally, oatmeal. Oatmeal, the food of endurance, is not only an ideal companion every morning but also a powerful ally in the journey to regain quality sleep at night. Hidden behind its rustic appearance and characteristic light taste, oatmeal is a sophisticated combination of nutrients, not only nourishing the body but also taking care of the spirit in a deep and sustainable way. One of the special features of oatmeal is its ability to soothe the stomach, a seemingly small factor but playing a key role in sleep. When the digestive system is stable, not stimulated or bloated, the body will easily switch to a state of deep rest. Not only does it help create a feeling of light and comfortable fullness, oatmeal also contains a large amount of complex carbohydrates that help maintain stable blood sugar throughout the night, one of the necessary conditions for uninterrupted sleep. But the value of oatmeal does not stop at being gentle on the stomach. It is its clever nutritional profile, rich in B vitamins, magnesium, and especially quality carbohydrates, that creates the ideal conditions for the brain to absorb tryptophan more effectively. Tryptophan, when supported by carbohydrates, easily crosses the blood-brain barrier and is converted into serotonin, a neurotransmitter that promotes relaxation and satisfaction, and then into melatonin, a hormone that regulates the circadian rhythm. It can be said that oats act as a smart pathfinder, leading the biological chain of reactions that helps the body enter a natural sleep. Serotonin and melatonin, the two gatekeepers of sleep, can only truly function effectively when supported by a healthy nutritional foundation. And oats are that foundation. More than just food, they are a symbol of slowness, steadiness, and endurance, qualities that deep and quality sleep also requires. On stressful evenings, instead of going hungry or reaching for sugary snacks, a warm bowl of oatmeal can be the most gentle choice for the body. No noise, no drama, oatmeal just quietly does its job, nourishes, soothes, and lulls us to sleep, slowly and naturally, like the heartbeat of life itself. Ladies and gentlemen, not all sleep comes from a pill. Some sleep starts with a kiwi, a glass of warm milk, or a small slice of banana in the palm of your hand. We can choose between artificial solutions and natural healing. And I believe, if we learn to listen to our bodies, nourish them with the right foods, sleep will come gently, like a gentle hug from the universe. Let nature be your first doctor. Sincerely thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, so we can continue sharing helpful advice together. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.